Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Chamber of Skulls. So, today we have none other than the legendary, the great Slash. That's right, the guitar player from Guns N' Roses. Now, this piece was brought to us by one of our fans, and I was informed, I guess you can say what the word would be, that I was getting a skull piece coming in. No clue at all what it could possibly have been. There was nothing like, yeah, you're getting this, or you're getting that, or you're getting a big piece, or you're going to love this, or nothing. Everything was a mystery. I get this box, and my curiosity is spiked even more. Now, this is obviously not your typical skull. So, what could possibly be inside that box, along with the packaging? And I crack it open, get to the packaging, and open it up. And instantaneously, this guy is staring at me. There is no ifs, ands, or buts, but there's no hints. There's no looking at the backside of his head. Right away, you get it, but you get Slash staring at you. This piece is done by Summit Collections. Very, very good company to go through if you're a die-hard skull collector or if you're looking to collect skulls. Summit is one of the couple of companies that I stand behind completely. Their artistry is out of this world. Their attention to detail is just blows your mind. And when it comes to painting, there's not a thing that is painted over, painted under. There's no silver on the black, black on the silver. There's no silver on the bone. Everything is done with pure talent. And when you come down to Slash, you have his infamous top hat with the buckles wrapped around. You have his nose piercing. You have his sunglasses. You have his necklace. And on top of it all, you have his style hair. And then, with all that tied together, you have his black leather jacket. I mean, this thing here, if you had no real idea who that was, and I were to show you a picture of Slash and ask you if that guy looks like this, there'd be no question about it. This piece stands about 5 inches tall, comes in at about 3-4 inches wide, and it has a much welcomed place inside this collection. Now, before I actually end this video on a quick note here, since I forgot about you guys yesterday, typically I run into issues that's going on. I get the video done on Friday or Saturday, do a little bit of editing, and get it out Saturday evening. Well, I've just been it's been so chaotic with me because I'm trying to look for work since my job let me go since I've been out of work for, God, 5-6 months now. God, it's been 6 months already. So as of next week, I'm jobless. I've been looking for work, even though my doctor put me on only a 20-pound weight restriction after my knee surgery, and I got another knee surgery coming up here in the next month or two. So, as much as I want to get back to work, as much as I want to work, I really don't know if it'd be worth it. And even after I get my knees worked on, then I gotta look at my back. So realistically, is work even a thing that it realistically? But with that out of the way, I'm going to attempt sometime this week. I will let you guys know ahead of time to do a live video. That's right. Chamber of Skulls is going live one day only so far. I'm going to do a Q&A. Maybe you guys can actually get a chance to see the collection. We can discuss which one is your favorite, which one is your least favorite. We can talk about, well, whatever comes to your mind. This is your channel just as much as it is my channel. I'm not going to stand here and control everything about it. You guys can dictate it as well. As I've said from the beginning, and I stand strong on that today, if you have a piece that you would be interested in me showcasing, okay, must be my kid's alarm I'm hearing. All of a sudden I started hearing some weird ass noises. But if there's a certain piece you want to see me showcase, or if there's a question you have for me, feel free to comment under any video. At some time, I'm going to work on starting up a Chamber of Skulls email. It doesn't take much effort, I know, but I want to make sure that it's worth my effort, that I'm not just going to have another email address that's going to be full of spam. I want to make sure that you guys will be able to communicate with me. This email address I'll be able to use strictly for the Chamber of Skulls, buying my skulls, looking at buying material for the chamber. So at some point you guys won't have to look at these ugly ass blue walls with these little flags behind me. We'll actually have a room that we can call our own. And somebody was already nice enough, a previous owner, to lay out a design for a floor and left enough room for a walkway so I can take up a big portion of this area. And the only problem really would be headspace, because I have a lot of stuff that's about 5 feet tall, or 5 feet off the ground. So if I were to put a ceiling in here, all these air ducts and everything else would be in my way. So I would either A, have to have a very short room, or B, just leave it open ceiling. Either way, we'll figure that shit out. So sometime this week, keep your eyes open. Live video. I will end you guys here with a close-up on this as always. And until then, you guys have a skulltastic week, and I will see you next week.